rnorpel.
Hi everyone, I'm going to read a few excerpts from my book, Baseball Karma and the Constitution Blues, which you can find at baseballkarma.com, and then I'm going to close with a poem. Thank you. The Baseball Blue Book, first compiled in 1909, is the prose Bible with its prescriptions for salvation. The first commandment in is Major League Rule 21, which is required to be posted in every clubhouse. Rule 21 concerns misconduct, most specifically wagering on games in which one may or may not have a duty to perform, generally prohibiting any behavior which the commissioner would deem not to be in the best interest of baseball, with a capital P. The penalty for most Rule 21 violations is permanent ineligibility through basic excommunication from the Church of Baseball. Failure to report a violation of which one is merely aware, though personally uninvolved per se, induces a similar penalty. I liked to play by the rules, to do the right thing. It was silly hard to see how I could possibly jeopardize the team. I wasn't much of a gambler, nor did I expect to be near any umpires soon. And as a great girl, I had always given my best effort, so that wasn't a problem. But what about the best interests clause? Might it be in the best interests of the team for me to avoid the near occasion of Doug? After the team event, there she is. She's walking down the hallway. I did not hear the clubhouse door creak as I passed by on my way to the clubhouse, way to the elevator. Excuse me, miss, did I overhear you say you were taking the subway home? Speak of the devil and all those best interests, here he was. Oh, hey, Doug. I smiled and it felt stiff. I knew I was blushing, but I tried to stay cool. Yes, in some circles, I'm known as the queen of public transportation. I laughed. Well, tonight I'll be your prince and drive you. What do you say? Sounds okay to me, Doug. I paused and looked down at my feet, then back at him, most sincere. I'm just not sure how your wife would feel about it. I had finally read up on him in the yearbook. God, you'd think a marriage vow would trump Rule 21. Doug chuckled. My wife, girl, I gotta talk to you. I looked doubtfully at him. We're split. My lawyer's drawing up the papers. Sure, I'll take a ride home. Well, you know how those things go. Slide into the next plate, and the Bible is a lot older than the Baseball Blue Book, and keeping God's 10 Commandments, in this case, number 7, was obviously more crucial to everlasting life than Bowie Kuhn's judgment on Rule 21. Nonetheless, the phrase, best interests, kept ringing in my head. Then there was the wicked King James Bible of 1631, where in Exodus 20:14 had a small typo. The 7th commandment stated, thou shalt commit adultery. The printers were fined severely for omitting the not, and the Wicked Bible sells at a premium to this day. Apparently, one's salvation depends not only on which book you wield, but also which edition. So fast forward a little bit, and I'm not going to read the sex scene. You'll have to get the book to read that, but she does end up having sex with the baseball player, and the next morning I awakened feeling ill to the bone and decided I would call in sick. Though I was with Doug, I didn't feel much guilt about calling in because I had never yet missed a day. I would just tell Kel she could let Blake know for me. I leaned over and pecked Doug. Good morning, can I use the phone? Oh, well, good morning. I don't have a phone. He chuckled to himself. I felt suddenly trapped. What? How can you have no phone? Now, I was going to be late and couldn't even call in. Maxie had it disconnected before he left for KC, and he couldn't believe the look I was giving him. I replied with my eyes, I just gave it up to you and I can't even make a phone call? Maybe we can borrow the neighbor's phone. I met them once. Come on, I'll walk you over. We put on our snow boots and trundled to the next condo, where a grizzled-faced portly man answered the door, eyeglasses askew, bathrobe straining. Yeah, phone trouble, come in. I looked at Doug, who bade his way past our host. I followed him through a living room piled with toys, diapers, and 5 children. 1 docile, 2 wailing, and 2 wailing on each other. Doug indicated the phone on the breakfast bar. Mrs. Suburban Nightmare stood on the far side, smoking a cigarette, scrambling eggs. I sort of waved at her as I picked up the phone and dialed the office. Hey, Cal, it's me. I tried to steady my voice for my presently distilled audience. I'm not feeling well this morning. Can you tell Blake? Yeah, thanks, Cal. I'll be in tomorrow. Yeah, I'm okay. Bye. I nodded thanks to the other woman who looked past my shoulder at her older son, who held up a fistful of his sister's hair. The mother rushed over, slapped the son's hand, and gathered up the girl, promising her, "It'll be okay, honey. We'll just get you a pixie." Yeah, I thought, and better not forget the pixie dust. Okay, thank you very much. Now, a poem. Am I?
No, go ahead.
I'm good?
Go ahead.
A poem. Post-game show. What you want, you usually get. A gold Longines wristwatch or a nice sweater set. Today I have something better yet. I have to give you thanks for being my guest. You're a real good hitter. I like your style, and you really drive those young girls wild. Who taught you that batting stance? How to play this game of chance? How old were you when you first played? When did you know you had it made? Tell me all about it. That sweet, clean sweep, you off your feet. That diving leap. Coming up with the big clutch hit. Knowing how to never quit. Your all-time best catch. Cheers in the stands. Meeting your match. Greeting the fans. You really are a consummate pro. That's all for today. We have to go. Thank you very much.